Hi. Oh man, usually when I'm learning like a new song for church, because I play at church a lot, it's four chords. Really, it's the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6 in some variation. Usually like 1, 4, 6, 5, and then the different parts of the song are just gonna switch the sequence of those chords up, but it's not complex. Sometimes I get cool songs. Like I get geeked when it's in Mixolydian, or if there's like a minor 11 chord or something in there, I get really excited. Bit of a theory nerd, and I like those complex chords. But we're doing a song called Christ and Christ Crucified. Never heard it before this, and it has a ton of chords in it. Now, there's not a ton of variation. There's the 1, 1 sus2, 6 minor 7, 4 sus2, 1/3, 1/5, just typical all the way through. But there's just a here. Let me show you. This is my chord chart. This is because I don't necessarily understand those rhythms yet. It's hard to distinguish if those are just passing chords or if they sit on those for a while. So I'm still getting the feel for those. So I have 2 weeks, well, about a week and a half to figure this out. But I'm not quite sure on those rhythms yet, and I may not know until we rehearse. And it's going to be a feel thing, but those are all the chords. It's fun because there's a lot going on, and it's fun. And there's the one part coming out of, I guess it's the bridge, where there's like this, I just call it a rest. Like nobody plays, and then everybody plays, and then nobody plays, and then everybody comes in. It's just cool that silence in there with just vocals really, I think, elevates that part of the song. So it's really cool. So we're not playing it in C, but I'm going to play it in C here. So for the 4 chord, most of the time I pick up this inversion, and I stay right up here for the 5, for the 6. Sometimes I don't even pick up that 3. The tricky part that I'm still figuring out, so those are all pretty easy. The chord chart will call for a 4 sus2, which is this, right? Or a 1 4, which is this, actually. So we can use that same shape. I just use that same shape for either of those because the tonality and the notes are the same, so it sounds the same in my ear. There's this part in the verses change a bunch regarding what chords they are, and so does the chorus. So the first chorus where you come in, it's kind of mellow, but then it's 4, and then it's the 1/3. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do in A, but in C you would have to go like 4, and then you hang on that, and then it's the 1, and then what would be the 5/7, right? 2, 3, and then the last time passing a chord is the 1/3. So what I'm doing, I'm picking up that E. So that's really, this is the note you care about in that. So I'm doing. Sounds pretty good. It's a little tricky because sometimes, if you get, well, I guess you're supposed to get that in there. Sometimes it sounds too dissonant. And for this, it's pretty simple because that's the 7. That B is the one you care about, so you can do. And the verses are 1, then you can call it a 1 sus or a 4 sus 2. Doesn't matter. This is the only note that really matters. And I don't even hit that note half the time. Then it goes to 6, which should be a 7, 6, a minor 7. And then it goes back to the 4. Right? Yeah. Here's where I get confused because it has 1 over 3, 4 sus 2, 1 over 5, and then 5 sus. But I'm not hitting all those, and I have to figure out which ones sound good to hit. So I just kind of follow my ear. So the 6 sounds right, and then this 4, and then I pick up this 1 over 3, and I just hang on that, and I hit the 5. That's the verses, and then back to there. Oh, there's this cool palm muting thing, and probably half the song really. It comes in after the first chorus is. So I'm doing a combination of palm muting, where you might just do that, but I'm kind of raking the chord and then lifting my hand towards the high part of that, top part of that chord. So. And that's the same thing, the bridge, except it's the 4th beat is the passing chord. So it's 1, that's 1 over 3, 4, and then it's 5, 6, 1 over 3, right? Yeah, 1 over 3, 4, sus 2, and then the 2, minor 7. And it does it a bunch. I don't have the timing down. Because after that part, it kind of hangs on that too. And then, you'll see what I mean. And that's it. So I don't know how the parts are going to break up. There are some melody parts kind of underneath that I haven't messed with yet. I'm just kind of getting the feel for the song down. And that's it. So I'm going to play through it. Hopefully the levels between the amp and the computer speakers are okay. And, in the beginning of this, I'm going to be playing. I probably wouldn't do that like in a live setting because the piano's going to be doing that. But it's just boring just sitting here not playing anything. So I play it too when I'm practicing. Okay, here we go. So that's it. One part I forgot. When I do, I'm integrating a lot of open strings. So when in the bridge, you know, and it's like that 1/3. I'm trying to pick up that E, because that's what we want. So. So if I do it just right, and I kind of mute this, because if you hit that, it's too dissonant. So if you do, but that's it. So I have to remember how many times we do that bridge because it's not natural. It's not like 4 or 8. It's like 10 or something. I don't know. There's like an extra 2 times in there that is not natural for me. And I'll keep working on it, get some parts worked out. I wasn't sure about the tone. I haven't like dialed any tones in yet, but I kind of like them. It's not a bad tone for that. That's just the ODR1, just pushing the amp pretty hard. I like it. That's it. Probably have another one in a couple days. I have another song. I don't know the name of it right now. I got to chart that out and learn that. I'll probably do another video with that one. So enjoy the rest of your night. See you later.